right, so the evidence I have here now is even more juicy. This is the juiciest evidence in this Ahmad TAJUDEEN case. This is the one that will go further to expose them completely. Right? Now, Ahmad TAJUDEEN was declared wanted by the Commissioner of Lagos State then, who is now an AIG, Moshood Jimoh. He was declared wanted on the 18th of February 2026, this year. And by 17th of April 2026, Ahmad TAJUDEEN was arrested, right? Now, this time he was arrested, the CP have already been made an AIG. But then again, this case, I've gone to the Inspector General of Police, and with the stories that are coming from the case, the IG was not really pleased with the way the AIG was handling the case. So the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Ridwan Disu, now ordered that the case be taken away from AIG or Zone 2 and be sent to Panti, so that Panti can start a proper investigation on the case. My brothers and sisters, now there everything busts. So they now had to bring the suspect from Ikeja and from Zone 2, and now gave the suspect to Panti. Then Panti Yabana started investigation. And this is when these people now gave another different confession. I'll read the confession. So this is a statement by Fabo. Now, this is not the normal police statement form. The normal police statement form is different. But you know the way they write them small. So I have to take my time to get everything again imprinted here. Do you understand? So now, let's get right into it. So I will skip the bio. This is bio. I will skip the bio and I'll go straight to the important part. Right? So let's read. It says, I was arrested in January 2026 while I was at work. I saw some officers rushing and coming towards my direction at a legit bus stop. They pursued me and shot me twice, but the bullet did not penetrate me. They later caught up with me. They used cutlass to smash my head and axe to blast. They used cutlass hit up. I was later taken by the police to the office of the CP Special Quad 1, State Headquarters Ikeja, headed by one Mr. Banti and Hassin. My IPO was Mr. Shina. I was thoroughly tortured at the instance of one Mr. Bashir, who was also at the station, compelling me to cooperate with the police by giving a wrong name or implicating one Alhaji Ahmed Ajino, so that we can be set free. The statements with regard to the death of Sheriff were made up almost 2 to 3 different times under duress, because Mr. Bashir Fakorede was always there to dictate to me and the police what to do. I was closer to Mr. Bashir Fakorede than Alhaji Ahmed, because he engaged my services to work for him in the site at Oral Estate beside a filling station at Aja, but I cannot recollect his name. I continue. The policeman would hang me with my hands tied up. It continued until one of the suspects, who was also passing through the same condition of torture, later died in custody. So the same way they were torturing Fabo was the same way they were torturing another suspect, and that suspect now died. The suspect who lost his life as a result of their torture was David by name. I do not know the crime he committed. It was at this point I decided to volunteer myself to be giving them a fake information stating and making false confession to the crime I did not commit or escape being tortured to death. So Fabo is saying that everything he said against Ahmed, that he was tortured, that the police tortured him, they hang his hand and they hang his leg. And he was not even willing to talk until somebody died in front of him. That was when he now said, okay, no problem, I will talk, because he didn't want to die. That one Mr. David died in police custody. And according to Fabo, that one Mr. Fakorede was there and he was the one dictating to the police what they should ask them, what they should say, or what they should not say. Now, let's also read the statement of Mr. Bariga, right? We are going to skip the bio. Then we'll go straight to the place that matter. It says, this is now Bariga. The policemen said they were looking for one Shola, but later asked who was Bariga, and then I identified myself. Immediately, in the presence of my children, they shot their gun and later took me away with my face covered. I was only breathing through 2 tiny holes created in the nylon. On reaching the office of the police headquarters, Ikeja, Lagos, I was drafted into the torture room and subjected to all forms of ill treatment. One Mr. Bashir Fakorede was at the police station telling the police officers how to go about their job, adding and inducing them to pervert justice by asking the police to make us do false confessional statements, that it is only on that ground that we can be granted on bail. We were also paraded before the commissioner of police one day, whose officer gave us a stern warning not to spoil the arrangements that have been put in place, and told us to take full responsibility of the crime. My account number can be investigated. I have never received any lump sum of 500,000 naira from any Alhaji Ahmed. The only time I came closer to Alhaji Ahmed Ajran was during a football match in the community in commemoration of the celebration of Alhaji Ahmed's birthday, where all on NURT chairmen and their people were present. I was opportune alongside other boys to take photograph with the said Alhaji Ahmed. The active bank account, he put his OPay account and then he put his Access Bank account, right? With his name. The statements at the state headquarters were not true reflection of the incident that occurred because while in detention, a suspect died in custody and there was no option to escape that torture. I do not know anyone by the name Bode in the community. I knew late Kenny. We live in the same compound as neighbors. Also mascots and motherless are our NURT leaders, and they were working for Alhaji Bashir Fakorede, motherless and errand boy of Alhaji Fakorede. We always move us to his site at time he wants to use us to rescue or settle land issues. I do not know anything about Alhaji Ahmed instructing anybody or me to kill anyone. I do not have any contact with him directly or indirectly. All against me are false. I was finally treated of my injuries sustained during the brutality of the police when I was brought to the correctional center Kirikiri Medium facility. Wow. So this is a new statement. This is the most recent statement from the two suspects, Bariga and Fabo, where they claim that one Mr. Bashir Fakorede was with them inside the interrogation room and that in his presence the police tortured them. And the Mr. Bashir will give instructions to the police, and he also will tell them what to say and how they were going to indict Ahmed to the crime. Basically, you know that video I posted where they were interviewing Fabo and Bariga. You know, we were not seeing the people that were talking to them. From this revelation, it means that it was Bashir Fakorede that was talking to these boys and not the police. So he conspired with the commissioner of police then, who is now an AIG, to be in that interrogation room. No wonder. This makes sense. That is why that interrogation did not sound professional. That is why it did not sound professional. He can't now say, Shebina Ahmed sent you now. I'm going to play the video. Now you can now hear his voice. So Bashir Fakorede is, for those of you that don't remember, let me take your mind back. This guy, Bashir Fakorede, was the guy that went with the prince to that land on the 5th of February 2026, where they were chased away by the youth of Ajiron. It was the next day after they were chased that he went straight to the station, because this interrogation where they tortured them and forced them to speak, this whole interrogation happened the next day after they were chased. So it was in the next day he was angry, out of his anger, that they will not let them sell that land. Out of that anger, they tortured those people so that they can indict Ahmed, TAJUDEEN, and get Ahmed out of their way. Because the boys are loyal to Ahmed. I'm going to play that video. Listen.
Hello, you go from Sheriff. Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè o. Mo ní kẹ́hìndé ti rí bọ̀. Ìbọn ti ẹ kọ́. Ake ti ẹ kọ́. Wọlé fún nọ́mbà fóònù kẹ́hìndé lọ́wọ́. Tani Ahmed gbé Ahmed sọ fún iṣẹ́ Sheriff, Ahmed sọ fún ojú lẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìwọ Bariga ìwọ Fabo máa sọ àtẹ̀kẹ́tà Ahmed sọ fún kóun fẹ́ kẹ́ bóun ti báyìí fún Sheriff agbowó rẹ̀. Tala Ahmed sọ fún kóun fẹ́ kẹ́ bóun ṣe kàn fún Ahmed sọ fún orí tó àṣọ báyìí tó.
Wọ́n kọ̀ Ahmed sọ. Wọ́n kọ̀ sí àrà kọ́ kábíyàn ló sọ fún Fabo.
Lórúkọ yẹn.
Bọ̀dì àmì bọ̀dì.
Lórúkọ wọn tẹ̀lé yìí lọ. Lórí sì tẹ̀lé yìí lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n òun Ahmed sọ fún òun ló wá èyí jáde àná. Ṣé èyí wà lọ fi ṣiṣẹ́ ni? Tó tó di pé lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ Ahmed tó? Báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ Ahmed tó pé pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ tó? Àjẹun.
Sókè Ahmed àjẹmọ́, ó mọ́mọ́, ó kí ń lọ ilé ẹni.
Báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ tó pé lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ tó?
Alágbọ́n kó ṣékèdè ìlú rẹ̀ àmọ́ alágbé Ahmed àti wọn jẹ́ pé wọ́n jẹ́ pé yíṣù gbogbo jọ́sà máa wà pẹ̀lú
olùwàṣẹ́ olùpèsè kan ọgbẹ́ sọ́sà wá sẹ́tì ìgbìlẹ̀ tí bá mi
èyí bò bí àlè ni Ahmed sọ fún pé kí wọ́n kọ́ fẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi bèrè yẹn pé ìyàtọ̀ yìí súnmọ́ Ahmed tó tà méjì ò sọ fún kan ní ìyàrá ìfún yẹ kó lọ sọ fún Bọ̀dé báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ Aláàjì sí nígbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ sí ẹ̀ dáhùn yẹn báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ sí àbí ẹ̀ tí súnmọ́ púpọ̀ báyìí.
Ọ̀gá àti súnmọ́ púpọ̀ àti close
pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó Bọ̀dé yẹn close mọ́ di ẹ̀yìn lọ gbóní Bọ̀dé wà ní ọjà
Jami.
Bọ̀dé ti lọ Germany.
Jami.
Ó máa ń ta mọ́tò.
Jami.
Ó ń ta mọ́tò Germany. Ok, máa gbọ́ nígbà tẹ́fẹ́ pàtẹ́ fẹ́ lọ pa Sheriff. Máa gbọ́ mi o, èlò ní tí àtò kan nígbà tẹ́ pa Sheriff tán. Ògbó.
Kékeré tó gbowó. Kékeré tó gbowó. Ṣùgbọ́n mo pé ọ̀gbọ́n báyìí lè fún mi.
Ṣọ́ọ̀bù ọkọ̀ mi lówó.
Èlò ní abẹ́ẹ̀lì fún mi àti ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Èmi ò lẹ́kùn. Dárúkọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ̀pẹ́. Èlò ló kan ìwọ.
Èlò ló kàn ẹ́.
Àríyá àgbọn tó sọ.
Ṣóòtọ́ ló sọ àbúrò.
Pé nígbà tẹ lọ pa Sheriff lọ, èlò ní aláàjì àbẹ́ẹ̀dì àti lọ́sùn yìí. Èlò ló fún yìí.
Èlò ta ló gbowó yẹn.
Tú kí ni?
Sẹ́yìn mélòó.
Máa pè ní ẹ̀yìn mélòó.
Dárúkọ yẹn.
Títí ẹ̀rọ títí ẹwà. Títí ẹ̀kọ́. Tí náà. Iṣẹ́ olóògbé fún 2024. Ọ̀ṣọ́ tí ó tí mọ̀ yìí, ó sọ fún ọ̀dọ́ tó ti lọ Germany, ó gbé ti Sheriff fún ní 2023. Náà ó ti wá mọ̀ yìí sì rẹ̀ ti súnmọ́ ti dọ́ ọmọ ọ̀gá. Iṣẹ́ olóògbé fún 2024.
Wọ́n tó wọlé sẹ́nu náà wọ́n lọ.
Tẹ́lú àgbéṣẹ́ tó wọ́n bá fún yín, Prince. Same style tẹ́lẹ̀ pa Sheriff náà lè pa.
So now you people can get the clearer picture that it is not even the police that interrogated them in this video. It is Bashir. That's why it was unprofessional. And at some point, the boys even said, which Ahmed are you talking about? Then he was the one that said, Ahmed Ajiro. Then they said, Ahmed is the king of boys now. Ahmed is somebody that the youths like to come closer to. You see? Ahmed is somebody that the youths like to come closer to. He's a peacemaker. Ahmed is the only person that, from my finding, they say Ahmed will hang out with Bokania. Different court group. He can hang out with Bokania today. He can hang out with Aro. He can hang out with Eye. He can hang out with Aye. He can hang out with Pirates. He can hang out with Mofai. Different cultists. He hang out with them. And you heard this boy. You heard Bariga. Bariga said that he had met Ahmed before when Ahmed, they hosted a match to celebrate Ahmed's birthday. Because Ahmed is somebody that youths like to come closer to. So he was there. And he was even opportune to take a picture with Ahmed on his birthday. And that was the closest he got to Ahmed. That he knows Alhaji Bashir Fakoride more. Because they were working on the sides of Bashir Fakoride. And when they need to settle land disputes, that Bashir Fakoride will send them. So in a nutshell, because of land, and this Ahmed is giving them headache, they decide to set him up. And because the youths are with Ahmed, they decide to set him up. You see me with evidence. I don't put everything I've posted on this matter is evidence. Every other person that I've been talking about this matter, they've never posted any evidence. They are posting based on hearsay. I am giving facts, statements, videos to everything I have said. There are videos to back it all up. There are facts to back it all up. So now you see. Now, there's another part I will also show you guys. The main reason why this Bashir is very angry. I'm going to play something for you guys after this one. And also, I will come back to Jimo Moshood, who was the commissioner of police then and now AIG. The kind of thing, the conspiracy, how they were able to put Ahmed on the wanted list. Everything will be open. Now me, evidence man, we will make sure that the justice system of this country is for everybody. Bro, this country is crazy. So if two big men, they fight, if one big man get connection to police, he can go and use his police connection to frame the other person up so that they can send you to prison for life. All of us say Ahmed is a bad person. Should that be the reason why they will put murder on him? Do you know what murder is? Where they'll say that you kill person, not just one, two persons. Now, how you will know that these people, this is a conspiracy, is the fact that Prince Ademola Akinloye, they have not arrested any suspect. They did not conduct any investigation, but they say it is Ahmed. At least the other two get suspects. We can still be debating that. But this Prince Ademola Akinloye, that you people added to it, which evidence do you have that it is Ahmed? How did you come to that conclusion? And this is how you will know that these people deliberately just want to pin it on that man. How did you go hear this matter? Peace and love. I'll post more evidence soon.